Hello pigeons and explorers, it's Meema again. I did another project with you before and now I'm going to do an artwork project and a recycling project, and we're going to make a beautiful piece of artwork with flowers. I love flowers. In sign language, flowers is you hold your fingers up here and it's like you're smelling a flower. One nostril and the other nostril. That's a flower. 1, 2. Anyway, Miss Betsy has asked me to help her today with showing you how to make this beautiful, beautiful picture and using different colors and recycling. So anybody know what this is? What does that look like? It's a paper tube, and it can come from toilet paper. When you're all done with the toilet paper, you have this left over. Or if you have paper towels and you have a long tube, you can make several of these, and we're going to cut them to look like flowers. So we might need a little help from somebody in the house who can use kind of big scissors, because these might be a little tough. Cardboard is a little harder than paper. So what I'm going to do is I've got 2 already ready to go, and I've cut them down to look like flowers with their petals like that.
Oh.
See? And then we're going to dip them into different colors of paint, or actually I'm going to use a brush, because if I brush the paint on, I have a little more control over that, and I don't get real messy when I dip that, like when I dip it. So I'm going to use the brush. So we're going to have a brush, and we're going to have our paper ready to go. This is kind of thick paper. Use whatever you have, but this will work real well too. And then I have a crayon, so I can add to my piece of artwork if I want to make stems or leaves or grass on my paper. So right now I'm going to take one of my toilet paper rolls like this, and I'm just going to use my scissors and cut down, maybe about 1 inch or so. And you can make your petals wide, or you can make them skinny. I'm going to make this one kind of wide, actually, and skinny, I guess. Things aren't exactly always perfect in nature, and sometimes it's the imperfections that make something pretty. So I'm folding that down because this is the part that I'm going to put down on the paper to have the color go on the paper and make the flower. Now these are just cut straight down. I think I'm going to make them kind of fancy and make a point on my petals. So these are my petals, and I'm going to make a point on them. There's 1 more, 2 more.
Good cutting skills, Meema. Thumb on top. Thumb on top. Chop, chop, chop.
There's my thumb on top.
Yep. And you're using your helping hand.
I am. And this is a little tough because, like I said, the cardboard. But there's my kind of spiky petals. You can name your flowers. Like I might call this the Meema flower, be my own design. And so this picture has the flowers separate and not touching each other. I kind of like flowers that kind of are close together. So I'm going to put mine a little closer together like that, so they kind of overlap a little bit. This overlaps that right there. Maybe this will work. Maybe it'll be too messy. Maybe my paints will all run together. Anyway, I have a beautiful, I'm not sure what this color is. I guess I would call it fuchsia.
Yeah.
And if you can look, it has shimmery colors, shimmery in that color. So I can't wait. I'm going to make this one my fuchsia shimmery petals. I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in the paint a little bit, not too much. And very quickly just paint. Is that going to show up, I wonder, on the paper? Or do you need lots more, Miss Betsy?
Maybe you glob it on there a little bit.
Just glob it. I love to glob.
Yeah.
I bet you guys do too, don't you? Globbing's fun. Glob painting.
Technical term.
Yes.
And friends, we're just using the paints that we had in our house. We just found some random paints. You use whatever you have. This art project's about
we like to use
reusing what we already have.
Reusing and recycling. And there's just a little extra piece on there. So I'm going to maybe just go around one more time and add a little more paint. I'm not sure how much is going to transfer down on the paper, but we shall see. Okay. And then I'm going to use the bottom end of my paintbrush just to help transfer that. I'm going to kind of push down on the petals so that the paint gets on the paper. And you can push down real well. You might get a little bit on your fingers, just a little bit, not much. And if you actually should have told you before you started to put the paper towel down underneath your paper so you'll have it handy if you need it for something like that. So I'm just going to pick up my paper towel. Oh, that's beautiful. I wonder if you can see the shimmers, maybe in the light.
Maybe when it dries.
Yeah. Now, oops. Wow, we have another paintbrush over here. I'm going to make my Meema flower, my star flower here. I'm going to make that yellow because it kind of looks like a sunshine when you look straight at it. And there's our glob painting technique that we've invented today. Kind of glob, see? This is acrylic paints. You may have those, you may have watercolors. Watercolors you may need to really glob. Oils, different kinds of paint. And actually, if you put it down and you traced around it, you could actually do your crayons and make this. I'll show you what I mean in a minute. So I said I was going to overlap a little. So I'm not going to make it out by itself. I'm going to kind of come right over my fuchsia sparkly paint. And there goes my pushing it down with my fingers. It kind of moved on me, but that's okay. It's not going to hurt anything. It's going to be pretty. Okay, ready? Up. Straight up.
Pretty.
Yeah, that looks nice. All right, now we have one more to do, and I have red. Rojo is sign language, I forget, Betsy. Rojo. And oops, did I just put it on me?
No,
I
you
might
did.
have.
You did.
I might have. So we have another design here. We've got the rounded edge and we have the pointy edge, and this is just like a different straight edge around there, and we have a different one for that. So I'm trying to think, maybe I want to show them how they can do it with a crayon. Well,
You want a Rojo crayon?
no, I guess maybe a pencil. Did we have pencils? No. Anyway, sorry, we're just kind of thinking out loud. But I was going to put this and just trace over it. So you could do this way if you don't have any paints at home. You can just trace with your crayon or a pencil and just go around your flower. Oops. And you can fill in too what you miss. So I'm going to just fill that kind of in with green. And then I have another type of flower. Now flowers usually have a center inside the middle, and I like making those too. So I am going to, I'll use my green. Let me just pick up out of the crayon box. Here's a great big one. I'm just gonna go and fish in there, go fishing and come up with a color. Oop, white, that's not a good color, I won't see it. So there's orange. I'm gonna make my insides orange. There's one, and I make this a different kind of, all different kind of shapes. This is also be a lesson in shapes. I have a rectangle, another rectangle, and I don't know what you call this. I would call that a flower shape, actually.
You could, if you wanted, paint the insides of your flowers too.
You could.
Just a thought.
Here's this glimmery stuff that I like. Ooh, I like that. So flowers have to have a stem because they have to stand on something. So here we go, just draw down. Here we come down again. And then they also have leaves.
I'm gonna come on that side, Meema, so I can see it.
So I'm just going to make my leaves on this side. You can make all different kind of leaves. little leaves, leaves, lots of leaves. And sometimes leaves have a little center in them. And then maybe some grass. And I like bugs. I learned bugs last week from Miss Betsy.
What's the fancy scientific name for bugs?
Insect.
Insects.
Insect.
You gonna draw an insect?
I am. And is there a red? Can you spot
I could
a
not
red?
find a red.
Oh, okay.
But if you...
Well, that's all. Here's, I'll use my red paint.
Oh, yeah. There
I'm
you
just going to make a little ladybug crawling in the grass. There's his little head. There's his little shell. He's got little tiny legs.
How many legs do insects have, Meema? Do you know?
I think
learned that
they
one.
have 6.
They do.
And this guy's only got 4. I better give him a couple more. And then,
He's cute.
and yes, and usually ladybugs have black dots, but we're going to give him gorgeous purple dots. He's going to be a mate. We're just imagining this ladybug.
Well, I love the details that you're adding. Details really make art wonderful.
There's another leaf.
Okay.
Okay, pigeons, what do you think? Huh?
It's beautiful.
My field of flowers.
Okay.
Have
Thank
fun
you,
with this
Meema.
project. Bye-bye. Love you.